this is Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be Juliett's 15th month update. If you're new to my channel, Juliett is my third baby. She turned 15 months about a week ago. And typically in these videos, I cover major milestones, things to look out for, and also activities and materials that you could be using during this time frame. 15 months, it's a very exciting time. Baby is just developing so much more, and they are honestly no longer baby, they're officially a toddler. Juliett is currently napping, which is kind of nice because she's at the stage where it would be kind of difficult for me to film with her, but I'm sure she'll make her appearances and there will be lots of video overlays of her. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I went to the CDC website getting ready for this video just to go everything that you probably would be talking at your pediatrician's visit. Very first one are social emotional milestones, because the babies or toddlers, young toddlers at that age go through such a big developmental jump. She does lots of copy playing, like she would mimic what my older kids do, and always wants to keep up. If they're playing tag, she's tried to play tag. She likes to wrestle because my kids like to wrestle. She also does a lot of pretend playing, like pretend cooking at the play kitchen that we have. She loves pretend feeding dolls and baby dolls. When she takes a baby doll, she kind of rocks the baby doll and says like, because I show her how to do it. And recently she's been loving to pretend feed pretty much any toy that comes into her reach. That's been her favorite. The CDC says that at this age, your child should be copying the play of other children. They should also be using objects appropriately, like a brush for brushing hair, a toothbrush for toothbrushing, a spoon for eating, all those things. Also, they should be also able to show affection or displeasure, so have like a wide range of emotions. Juliett is a very affectionate and also a very empathic child. She probably is the most empathic, because when one of her siblings gets a boo-boo or cries for whatever reason, she comes over and gives them a hug and does and pats them on the back. She gives them a kiss. It is really sweet and just so heartwarming. As far as speech goes, we are at quite a few words. She says wow, she says hi's everywhere we go, she waves at everybody, she likes to greet people. She does say mom, daddy. She doesn't say daddy, she went straight to daddy. For my mom, we call her Baba, she says Bab. She started saying Sisi recently, Booba. She also has names for certain objects that I can't remember right now. So she's doing great with her speech. Honestly, at this point, your child should be just expanding past mama, dada, mimicking and imitating you. One thing is, one of the red flags with the speech, if your child is not trying to imitate you at all, at this stage, they should start trying at least to repeat it, even if it's not fully coming out the way you were expecting it to. So that's one of the things you might want to look. I don't think taking them to speech therapy at this age would do anything. I took Justin at 15 months just because my oldest did go to speech therapy when she was younger. At 15 months is a very young age. The requirements are so low that they probably won't be assigned yet, but I would keep an eye if your child is not imitating or starting babbling. So mention it to your pediatrician and watch it from like this 15 to 18 months. She asks for help, she points at what she wants. If she needs help and something dropped, she'll say uh-oh, and I will pick it up for her. So she knows the objects and what they're used for. Like, for example, if it's a ball, she'll throw the ball, and if I ask her, can you throw me the ball, she'll do it as well. So that's one of those cognitive milestones where your child not just follows directions but also understands what those objects are for. Every morning she sits down in her chair. I actually got rid of her feeding chair, the one with the table, because she would climb out of it constantly. And I bought the one from Stokey, Steps chair, that's gonna grow with her. So eventually she'll be able to climb into it. For now, I sit her in it and it works great for us. She sits right next to other children. with her little plate and eats. By the way, it's something that I want to mention, because if you followed her milestone updates, you know that she had a pretty bad reaction to dairy or one of the allergens when she was 2 to 3 months. She had diarrhea, blood in her stool. I went to elimination diet. Well, I'm happy to say that today this child is eating eggs, dairy, nuts, and all of the things that I removed from my diet a year ago. So just because your baby has a sensitivity when they're younger, it's just because they don't have the enzymes yet. As far as physical milestones, she is a very confident walker now. She runs, almost runs. She is attempting to jump, which is not gonna happen very quickly for her. She climbs up on everything. She loves going for bike rides in the seat with older children. I put her on the scooter and I kind of like pulled her along, and she was like beyond herself how happy she was. Loves going down the slide, loves being in the swing. I take her to the parks frequently. If it's my day with her, in the morning, I typically just go to the park and she gets to climb, play, do all those fun things. She's very social. Again, she's been raised around a lot of children, so I think she just kind of gets all those cues. Very easygoing.
Yay! Good job, Juliett.
Now on to the fun part, all the things that I can do with her or you can do with your baby at this age. If you've been a subscriber of mine, you know that's what one of my favorite things to do is having this quality time with my children. So I've started introducing Juliett to the Toddler Learning Center curriculum that I developed for ages 15 to 18 months. It is Montessori based and occupational therapy based curriculum that uses a lot of everyday objects that are around your house, but also gives you ideas on how to promote speech development, fine motor skills development, gross motor development, all based on those two approaches that I mentioned. So with Juliett, we started and she's doing great with transfers. She loves doing water transfer, water play overall. I've also introduced her to pouring. I've introduced her to droplet. It's a great activity to develop the finger strength. The younger you start your children, the better they will do, developing the hand-eye coordination. And then we also did pom-pom activities. If you don't follow my business Instagram, which is the Toddler Learning Center, I'll put it right here. You can follow there and see some other content. I also created a TikTok, so if you want to go there and see some other TikToks, you can go there as well. It's all devoted to activities and only to the activities, like where my personal Instagram kind of has more of lifestyle content. Those are where I share all the fun things we're doing. Most favorite things for Juliett right now to do is posting, and basically posting it is either posting Q-tips in a box. Lovevery has a great material. It's a posting box with carrots, with coins. Depending on where your child's skills are at, it's great for defining that fine motor skill and eye and hand coordination of being able to put the coins in a slot. Kids love doing that. I'll tell you, that's one of the favorite things of all 15 months olds to do. We also have a great material from Hubba where you do threading. Threading is also very similar to posting. It's just like an opposite of it. With threading, you just thread the items on a thread. That's exactly what it sounds like. Kind of similar with what you do with stacking toys. Juliett loves stacking, loves threading, loves posting, so all those things were great for her. We also have an amazing ball tower from Lovevery, and she loves that one as well. As far as speech development, I really like this Lovevery books. I actually have other books, not just from Lovevery, that are similar, but I really like those. These are about emotions, and you can talk to your toddlers. Toddlers are big on emotions. We aren't 100% in that stage yet, but we're getting there. So I've been teaching her how to name her emotions. Another great book that Lovevery sent to us is Parts of Me. It's all sorts of body parts, and it also has photographic images. If you're a first-time parent and you don't know, children respond. There was tons of research on that. So much better to actual visuals versus drawings, because they can connect it to objects that they see in everyday life. They don't have to use imagination because they don't really have it yet. It doesn't develop up until between like 2 and 3 years of age. So using actual photographic images for speech development is the way to go. Also using flashcards. These are Lovevery flashcards, and I love those because they are touch and feel. cards. We've had those for a while, and it has lots of everyday objects that we go through, like a balloon or a baby, all the things kids love, and you can go through it. Usually I also put her on a potty. I have not started official potty training yet. I forgot to mention this. 15 months officially is a good time to start, by the way, you guys. It is back in the day, like 30 years ago, before the invention of disposable diaper. That's when all pediatricians suggested to start potty training, because your children are at the stage when they can hold their bowel movements. We, just for the lack of time, because she's my third one, I'm very inconsistent, but I did buy her underwears instead of diapers. So when we are just at home, which doesn't happen frequent enough, instead of putting a diaper on her, put underwears on her, and in case if she pees, it gets wet, we take it off, we put dry ones on, so just at least she starts associating the process. When she poops, I try to get her on the potty and let her sit on the potty. So we started introduction. I'm not pushing it hard enough, and I'm not as consistent as I was with my older children, just because for the sake of lack of time. So that's where we are with potty training. Her sleeping, she is teething a lot. She's actually a late teether. She had no teeth at 12 months, and now she's getting all of her teeth, and she's got 4 now. And there's 2 more coming, so her sleep is kind of off and on. She's still nursing, I'm still breastfeeding, and I'm not planning to wean anytime soon. It's gonna happen naturally. Not on any purpose, I just don't see the reason for me to like try hard. You know, I'm not planning to get pregnant again. I find it very convenient to nurse her, because if somebody gets sick, I mean, to me, breastfeeding is like that fallback that fixes everything. If she's upset, I can breastfeed her, it fixes it. So in other words, I have no plans on stopping breastfeeding at this point. I mean, like when she's closer to 2, I will consider it, unless we already stopped on natural reasons. So I guess this is it, guys. Wrapping up this cuties update. I mean, she's adorable. We all love her so much. I mean, she's the cutest little button. How can you not? With her little fluffy tail. And all I have to say, you guys, cherish this moment. I know toddler years could be hard, but you will blink and your children will be so much older, and you will miss them being this like little snuggly, soft babies. Put effort into them, spend time with them, explain what their emotions mean. Just come with the open heart. I know it can be hard, and it's much harder with the first child than it's with consecutive children, because you kind of understand what's going on. Come from the place of you are hurting. You're not trying to make it more difficult for me. It's you are who are uncomfortable. And if you have that kind of mindset, it will help you through many of potential tantrums that you'll experience. Name the feelings, give hugs, just be compassionate. They're growing up, and even though it could be tough, it's still worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you soon.